What if everything you learned about history was slightly wrong? You've probably heard this story. For thousands of years, people believed the Earth was flat. But here's the twist. That's mostly a myth. So where did this famous idea come from? And if people didn't really believe the Earth was flat, who started the rumor? Let's find out. Imagine standing in an open field. The land looks flat. The ocean looks flat. The horizon looks flat. No matter where you look, you don't see a curve. To someone living thousands of years ago, the Earth certainly looked flat, and many early civilizations imagined it that way. The ancient Babylonians pictured the world as a flat disk floating on a vast ocean. Some ancient Egyptians imagined a flat land beneath a giant sky goddess. These weren't scientific conclusions. They were stories explaining the world around them. But something surprising happened. Over 2,000 years ago, ancient Greek thinkers began asking difficult questions. Instead of relying only on myths, they looked for evidence. One clue came during a lunar eclipse. Whenever Earth's shadow crossed the moon, the shadow was always round. Not oval, not square, always a perfect curve. Only a sphere always casts a circular shadow from every angle. That was a huge clue. Another clue came from ships. As a ship sailed away, the bottom disappeared first, then the mast. If the Earth were perfectly flat, the entire ship would simply become smaller. But it didn't. Travelers also noticed something strange. Different stars appeared in different places. People traveling south could see constellations invisible farther north. That only makes sense if you're standing on a curved surface. Then came one of history's greatest experiments. Around 240 BC, a Greek scholar named Eratosthenes made an incredible discovery. He learned that at noon on the summer solstice, the sun shines straight down into a deep well in one Egyptian city. But hundreds of kilometers away, a stick cast a shadow. Why? If sunlight arrives nearly parallel, the only explanation was that Earth's surface curves. He measured the angle of the shadow, estimated the distance between the cities, and calculated Earth's circumference. His answer? Remarkably close to the modern value. Without satellites, without airplanes, without space travel, just mathematics and careful observation. This means educated people in the ancient Greek world already knew the Earth was round, centuries before the Middle Ages. Even later, many scholars across Europe, the Middle East, India, and elsewhere continued teaching that Earth was spherical. Medieval universities used spherical Earth models. Sailors navigated using them. Astronomers built on them. So, if people already knew, why do so many believe everyone thought Earth was flat? The answer begins hundreds of years later. In the 1800s, some writers wanted to tell a dramatic story. They described history as a battle between science and religion. One popular tale claimed that Christopher Columbus had to convince people the Earth wasn't flat. It makes for a great story. There's just one problem. It's not true. By Columbus's time, most educated Europeans already accepted that Earth was a sphere. The real debate wasn't about its shape. It was about its size. Columbus believed Asia was much closer than it actually was. Many experts argued his calculations were wrong.
And they
They
were.
were. If the Americas hadn't existed, his voyage might have ended in disaster. The flat Earth versus Columbus story became popular through books, schools, and movies. Over time, people repeated it so often that it sounded like history, even though historians now agree it wasn't. But what about today? Believe it or not, there are still people who claim the Earth is flat. Modern flat Earth beliefs are very different from ancient ideas. They aren't based on limited knowledge. They're based on rejecting overwhelming scientific evidence. Today we have photographs from space, global satellite systems, air travel, astronauts, weather satellites, and countless independent observations, all pointing to the same conclusion. The Earth is an oblate spheroid, slightly flattened at the poles. Not a perfect sphere, but definitely not flat. Perhaps the most interesting lesson isn't about Earth's shape. It's about how myths spread. Sometimes, a false story can become more famous than the truth. People repeat it, books print it, teachers unknowingly pass it on, until almost everyone believes it. History isn't just about learning facts. It's also about questioning stories, even the popular ones. So, did people once believe the Earth was flat? Some ancient cultures did. But many scholars discovered the truth over 2,000 years ago. The real myth is believing that everyone believed the myth. Thanks for watching. And remember, sometimes the biggest misconception isn't about the world itself. It's about the stories we tell about it.